Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming, or if it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. So this week's event is called Dragons of the Deep. It's a Water Commander event, and we're going to have a look at the cards, but first we're going to have a look at the news link, see what's new within the game. So this week news link speaks about Ascended Wardens, new Legend Relic, and this bit here, which I think is absolute garbage. A chance for 3 rune jackpot. Why did Network actually change it from last week, where you actually receive a guarantee rune on tier 1 and tier 2? Why make it a jackpot? It's beyond me. That's absolute rubbish. I won't waste my time to read all of that crap. Let's move on. Keep your master collection and ultra rare card. For another week, you'll also keep all copies of your master collection and ultra rare when you forge the ultimate form. So when you forge your ultimate form, you actually use souls instead of your cards to forge your ultimate form, which last week was really good. It made the deck a bit more powerful than usual. It also made the deck quite versatile, which I loved. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. This week, however, I am not intending on spending much of my gems on this particular deck. Not that I don't think it's good, but I'm saving my gems to actually invest in next week's Dark Slayer event, because I haven't got a very good Dark Slayer deck. So let's have a look at the cards and see what we have got for this week. So we'll start with the main card, or as I like to call it, the event card. It's called Molokostra, if I have pronounced that right. I normally butcher the name of the names of these cards anyway. So let's see what Molokostra actually do. So he creates 4 water power gem once. This effect is doubled while under the effect of overflow buff. His charge rate is 9 gems and his cooldown is 5 turn. He hasn't got any killer skill. Really love the killer skill on the card that we get last commander event, which was a light commander event. That one had its own killer skill, which made it quite useful from a free-to-play perspective, because if you manage to get main card from the 5-star collection, it actually could deal a lot of damage against particular bosses, which was really useful. So the cards we need for this week event are, first card is a Skuka, which is a gem spawner, quite straightforward. The second one is this one, which is Crowblade, which is power gem spawner, and we got this one, which is the Ice Queen. And Ice Queen, what does Ice Queen do? She creates 2 power gem freeze. If you have more than 100 stack of spirit intensity, consume all stock and delay the enemy turn by 2. So she's a power gem spawner and a turn delayer, which is quite useful. Crowblade actually spawns 2 water power gem ones and create 1 celebration tile on the board. It's quite useful as well. I've got I think 1 or 2 copies of that particular card, which is good. As Skuka, it just spawns water gem, which is, it's good as well. Not a bad card. 3 good cards this week. So our next card up is Campus, which is your support card. These are the 5-star this is a 5-star stats for this card. So this card will create 1 water gem at the start of the next turn for 3 turns. On the 4th turn, create 5 water gems, and if at 100 or more skill points, apply the overflow status for 1 turn and heal for 2000% of your recovery. Overflow increases the power gem created by pulverizing sunken release, and fathomless burst. Charge rate is 9 and the cooldown is 5. So we're gonna look at Sunken Savior, which is your ultra rare for this week. So the ultra rare will create 1 water power gem 2 at the start of the next create 1 water power gem 2 at the start of the next 3 turn. On the 4th turn, create 3 water power gem 2s, and if at 50 or more skill point, apply the overflow status for 1 turn and heal for 3000% of recovery. Okay, so that's your ultra rare. So your master collection card for this week is called Draken, and Draken creates 4 water power gem 4s. This effect is double while under the effect of overflow buff. Charge rate is 9, cooldown is 5. Passive is Deep Tide. After the 3rd attack, increase water commander's attack by up to 30% for the next turn at a rate of 7.5% plus an additional 7.5% per 100 skill points. And Chaotic Killer is your kill skill for this week. So let's look at the next card, which is the last but not least, which is your ultimate form. So your ultimate form will always combine the battle skill of both your master collection and your ultra rare. So it creates 1 water power gem 2 for the next 3 turns. On the 4th turn, create 3 water power gem 2s and 4 power gem 4s. If above 50 skill point on the 4th turn, apply overflow status for 1 turn and heal for 3000% of your recovery. If overflow is active, these power gem 4s are doubled. Charge rate 9, cooldown 4. And your passive is the same as your master collection card. It increase water commander's attack by up to 30% at a rate of 7.5 plus 7.5 additional per 100 skill points. And that is your ultimate form. So just some numbers for you. If you manage to get the full deck this week, your ultimate form will create a maximum of 11 power gems. So it will create 3 power gem 2s and 8 power gem 4, which gives you a maximum of 11 power gems. Your event card will create 8 power gem 1s. That's when overflow is active. And your ultra rare will create 3 power gem 2s. It's quite straightforward. So altogether, your 3 cards, which is your event card, master collection card, and ultra rare, will give you a maximum of 30 power gems on the board. And depending on how much relics you've got and how much of your power gems you save, you can have a full board of power gems, which is enough to deal over 400 billion damage, which is enough to take down your ultimate your ultra bosses. So this deck is quite powerful, and from my perspective, it's a good deck to have. So that's all I've got for you now. So just like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and until the next video, which is tomorrow or the day after, peace and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.